Hey guys, Nicole here with some more Let's Build a Nerdcrafteria, and I thought I'd start out with building up the walls on either side of the two main watchtowers and then finish it off with both watchtowers on either side. And I apologize for some parts of the video where there's chat. I have a bad habit of forgetting it, and I think you'll see me soon turn off the chat because finally realized, oh yeah, see, there's stuff happening there that's super distracting. And as a forewarning, I did the two towers slightly different because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to go with, and I decided to just try both of them out and see how I liked it. I haven't quite decided which one I want yet, but you know, I'll figure it out eventually. As for what I'm doing currently, I'm just putting in a normal wood floor because it's just the little walkway in between the two towers for the guards to walk along. So you know, there's that. And right here I was thinking of making the towers raise up a bit, but the door didn't quite fit with the wall because of the stairs, and then I tried down there and that just looked atrocious. So I just decided to make it the same level. Compromises. And I'm just building up the towers. It's still not the most exciting stuff, but there's also a few housekeeping things to talk about in this video. The creative plots in Nerdcrafteria are being cleared out because there's like so many people that have plots and don't use them. That's why like you can look around me and pretty much everything's empty. So what they're doing is they're clearing out all the plots. If you don't want yours cleared out, if you're actually using it, then you just had to post on the forums and say that, hey, I'm using it. And that just tells them, okay, we'll copy and paste yours to the new plots, which are actually going to be quite a bit bigger, which is exciting. So I don't know what I'm gonna build in the rest of it, because they're basically gonna be like twice the size, I think. So if anyone has any suggestions on what would be something cool to build alongside a castle, feel free to leave it in the comments, because I think what they're going to do is they're gonna copy and paste whatever I built into a corner of that plot. So I'll basically have just that little corner section. Well, not really little, it's quite large. But I'll have that sectioned off for my castle, and I'll have a huge open space to do with as I wish. That whole new beginning is going to happen on the 11th of November, which is probably when this video is going to go up, because I completely underestimated how long it takes me to edit these videos and render them and everything. Like, oof, it's a bit of a headache. That's also why I started the Let's Play Minecraft series. That will hopefully allow me to post more regularly. I can easily play like 10 minutes of that and then post it with very minimal editing and stuff, whereas this takes quite a bit more effort, so those will just be kind of the in-between stuff, although I am super swamped right now, mainly because of school and work, but also, even though this is being recorded on the 10th of November, I still haven't decided whether I'm actually going to do NaNoWriMo or not. I've done it the past 2 years and have won the past 2 years, and I've written about 5,000 words so far this year. I'm just not really into it, or I mean, a lot of it has to do with I just don't have time, but I think I'm gonna try to do it. whatever. Completely unrelated. So as you can see, I've been marking off the floors in the tower every 6 blocks or so, just to have an idea of where the different floors are going to go. And also, you probably saw that as I was doing the crenellations on the wall, I hadn't counted properly, so that basically means that they're a little bit off, which kills my OCD. And I debated going and redoing it this episode just to soothe my crazy OCD, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till after they change it over to the new plots and then do it. Maybe it'll just, I think it might be a little easier, but yeah. So, what I'm doing here is I'm making a peaked roof, but of course I forgot that the new update means corner stairs. So I kind of rage quitted a little bit because I was like, I don't know how these work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So basically I just quit, and that's the final result. But I spent a good like 20-30 minutes trying to figure out how I wanted to create the cone shape with stairs that are inclined to make corners now. It was an interesting experience. I did the one side just that I would have reference for the other side when I did that one. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I did speed up the footage quite a bit more, mainly because I thought it was more interesting if you weren't watching me build stuff for so long, and also this way I get more content out, even though it means longer in the editing room, but that's okay. I'm just building that walkway again between the walls, and here I am being a derp and then ruining the door. And this tower, as I mentioned before, I did slightly different from the other one. I started off doing it the same, but then I decided that the 2 inner ones that I'm knocking off right now, I wanted to see what it would look like if those were part of the floor, you know? So that there's more space in it, because they don't really need to be there. And I kind of like that. I also tried this out because when I was playing with the tops, trying to get the cone shape right, I was also playing with how I was going to do windows, and I think windows were a lot easier to do when I didn't have those extra 2 lines of stone just chilling there, serving no purpose whatsoever. So I just wanted to build this tower up without them and see how that looked, and I think I like it. It makes the room bigger, and I like that. So I think I'm gonna go with that one. I still haven't quite decided, just like I haven't quite decided about NaNoWriMo. And there I am turning off the chat again because I naturally forgot to do that. I also tried something different with the stilts because I mean I used the 3 just to get the basic shape down because it's easier than trying, yeah. But I tried just doing the 1 in the center. The other side I had the 2 on the outer ones, but I think I like just having 4. Now there are quite a few different ways to make a peaked roof, but the only thing that really matters is that you make sure that you maintain the symmetry of all four sides, maintain the same pattern, because if you don't, it'll look wonky and it's a little hard to figure out what's wrong. Also, I don't know why there's random holes in that. Apparently those just didn't really save. But I was going over to verify and make sure that I was doing the exact same pattern because I didn't want it to look wonky. But I was just doing a pretty simple thing. I got a little bit fancier at the top of it just because this was also kind of because if I tried to put steps on all the sides, it would have made it into the corner steps, which I don't like corner steps. I also tried to see what corner steps would look like. There, just to show you. Didn't like it. It looks too square. I mean, it doesn't look awful. It wasn't my taste. So, overall, I was pretty happy with it. I thought they were a little bit, short, because typically with taller towers, you also want a steeper peak. It just is more aesthetically pleasing. So I might go back and change that, mess around with it a little bit before the next episode. Of course, I'll let you guys see the finished result. Here I'm finishing the wall, and I actually had some trouble because none of the blocks wanted to place, so I had to relog, which was annoying. And I probably should have taken this out, but I didn't, because, yeah. It's kind of entertaining watching me struggle to place blocks for a good, 10 seconds, but simple relog fixed it, which was nice. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And I'll definitely end up fixing the other side that has the stupid crenellations that are off, because I did this side thinking that this one would be off too, because I figured I just didn't make it an odd number. But no, this side was right. I just miscounted on the other side. I'm using the crenellations that go out on the sides, kind of like I did in the middle, because it just adds more depth, and when there's depth to a structure, it looks more visually interesting, so that's why I did that. Well, that's it for this episode. If you liked the video, thumbs up is always appreciated, and I absolutely love any comments or suggestions or anything like that, so feel free to leave those, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!